So guys, after 1 week of trading my phase 2 account of the prop firm, remember I told you guys that I'm going to give you guys updates on every activity that goes on our prop firm challenges, right? So guys, I'm here today to give you guys update on our phase 2 of the $5,000 account that we are trading, guys. So guys, as you can see on your screen right now, after 1 week of trading the phase 2 challenge, we are currently down 7%, guys. 7%, that is around 6.5, almost 7% of our account now, guys. This is terrible. This is one of the worst trading week I've had since 2025. Now, this is something that is common in the industry. As a trader, you should always expect a time of losses. Whatever strategy you have, there will always be a time you will lose to the market, because you are dealing with forex, guys. Losses is part of the game. Okay, so guys, in the last week of trading this account, I discovered that I made a lot of mistakes in my challenges, right? I made a lot of mistake in my trade executions. My trade analysis my risk management was top notch, but trade management was where I had issues, right? So guys, as we proceed in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys the trade I took and what messed up my trade that eventually gave me series of losses. As you can see, almost I've not had any win. Actually, I only had a few break-evens right there, but every other thing you can see on the screen right now is pure losses. And this is not only on this account. Remember, I told you guys the last time I gave you guys update that I have two of this account, that is 5,002. That is almost 10,000. This is because when I was buying the challenge, I bought with a promo code, and you'll be given two accounts once you're able to pass the first phase. So immediately I passed the first phase, I was given two accounts, right? So guys, before we proceed in this video, let's just take you guys to my forex chart and show you guys what actually happened. So guys, as you can see, what I'm trading right now is SPX 500. SPX 500, as you can see, this is the two most painful losses I had last week. Both the trade went massively into profit, but somehow I did not make a dime from these two beautiful setups. So guys, now what happened right here is what has kept a lot of traders broke and poor, right, in the trading industry. So guys, I'm going to show you guys, explain to you guys what really happened. But first of all, let's go to the higher time frame so that you guys will see how I arrived at this setup. Basically, I trade price action, and I use a strategy called CTL, counter trend line strategy. That's what I trade. Right now, if you come to the higher time frame, it's called that this thing is kind of a range, in a range. Okay, but there's something going on right here. Okay, when the market broke out right here, let me bring in something to show you guys what I'm talking about. Now, once the market broke out right here, okay, and then it came to retest, and there was a push up. Anytime there was a retest, there was equally a push up. Okay, now once it came back to retest this trend line right here, there was also a push up. It also come back to retest right here. So guys, I was already expecting that push up. So guys, as it came to retest right there, I was already expecting the push up, right? So what I did was to go to the lower time frame. I remember when I was carrying out the execution of this trade, all these things was not existing, right? All this other setup right here, all these price movements, right? Let me show you what I'm talking about. So when I carried out this execution, all these price movement in the box have not yet played out. So guys, what actually happened was that, okay, once the market started moving into profit, right, so I actually moved my stop loss. Right, the market started moving into top profit, and I decided to tighten my stop loss, right? I tightened the stop loss right here, and then I added more position. Right, I added more position. Now because I added more position, I can no longer withstand the 30 pips stop loss. I had to reduce it to almost 15 pips. Right, now this was where my problem started. Right, immediately I entered those positions, the market started retracing. Right, the market actually retraced and went straight to hit my stop loss before going back into profit. So the market retraced, guys, and then went straight into profit. Now, if I had just been patient and I left it without trying to enter more positions, this trade would have been massive profit, and I'll probably recover from my losses. Right now, this is another setup I saw right there. Okay, now I took the trade. The trade went into 1:2. went direct 1:2, right, and then turn around, went to hit my stop loss. So that was why I had massive losses last week, and these losses was actually painful. But as a trader, you must not allow losses get to your heart, and not allow your wins get to your head if you really want to remain consistently profitable. So guys, welcome back. Now you can see that was what actually played out. But the issue is, when you are trading, you should always understand one thing, right? So I want you guys to learn from my mistakes. Okay, wherever you place a stop loss, wherever you put a stop loss on once you have gotten your setup, that initial analysis, you should always stick to it, because one of the things that affected my trade, this trade, is that during the trade management, after the trade starts playing, that is when trade management comes in, because number one thing is to analyze, number two is to execute, and number three is to manage the trade, right? So I've always had issue with trade management, and as you can see, I don't know if I'm going to pass this second phase of this challenge, because as you can see, it's just remaining 1.5% to blow this account, right? And I hope that I'm able to pass it. But right now, I'm already engaging my circuit breakers, okay, because I told you guys there's a system I operate that whenever I encounter such losses, I usually engage circuit breakers. And apart from that, because of I did not stick to my rules when I was executing that trade, I'm going to hold myself accountable, right? So I'm going to deny myself maybe morning and afternoon food just to punish my body, right? Because in this industry, it's just you and the market. If there's nobody to hold you accountable, you have to hold yourself accountable. Now, this is very important, because a lot of traders end up being a losing trader because they're finding it difficult to discipline themselves, right? So you need to learn a way to discipline yourself. Sometimes you deny yourself some pleasures, some things that make you happy, intentionally deny yourself those things whenever you break your trading rules. For example, I have broken my trading rules, and that was what led to these multiple losses. I couldn't have had such losses if I stick to my rules. So for that singular reason, I'm going to be denying myself some food today. Probably I'm not going to be taking breakfast and probably even lunch. I'm not fasting, guys. I'm not fasting. I'm just holding myself accountable, right? Sometimes if there's something I want to buy for myself, I will not buy it. I'll use the money and give somebody, do something else, right? Just to deny myself some certain things that will make me happy. Just the fact that I'm trying to hold myself accountable. But if you have a mentor, if you have a friend, if you have a sister or family that is holding you accountable whenever you break your rule, that is a good thing. Because in this trading industry, if you allow yourself to have too much of freedom, you will never excel, you will never grow, right? So the ability to set rules and stick to the rules is what eventually make you a profitable trader, right? A pro trader, a professional and a profitable trader. You can be one of the best analysis. For example, if you look at my chart right now, as I just shown you guys, you will discover that the trade eventually went to my take profit, right? Especially my first execution. But the reason I'm now in losses is because I did not stick to my rules. Okay, so it's important that you always have a rule, and it's also important that you stick to them. Your ability to stick to them is what gives you an edge over the market. What I'm going to do, as I've told you guys, is I'm not trading again for this week. The only time I'm going to trade, I stopped trading is on Tuesday, right? And I'm not going to trade today and tomorrow. The only time I'm going to look at the chart is on Friday, because that's what my rule says. And if I have even just one loss on Friday, I'm not trading again for like 1 week or thereabouts, okay? Because this thing, it has to do with psychology. Forget, the market will always give you opportunities. So don't for every reason think you are missing out if you leave the market. You are not missing out anything. As a matter of fact, you are saving yourself money, because the money you do not lose to the market is a plus to your account, right? So guys, you should always have a circuit breaker in your strategy to always leave the market. So that when you come back with new energy, new vigor, and then you can now see the market clearly for what it is, and then you can make massive profit. So guys, I'm going to be seeing you guys on the next one. But before you go, guys, please subscribe to the channel, okay? Like our videos and then share it massively. So guys, I'm going to be seeing you guys on the next one. Bye for now.